Okay, good day. This is Mr. Stolle from Emerson Private Tutors. So today we're going to look into financial maths. Exercise 2, it's on hire purchase. So when you're dealing with hire purchase, it's simple interest, okay? It's simple interest that we're going to be dealing with. So it's simple interest with the formula there. A is equals to P in bracket 1 plus IN, which is your interest and the time in years. Now, you can contact us to book for classes on those numbers. Now, let's look at what is hire purchase. So hire purchase is a short loan term, is a short-term loan. Okay, so mostly household appliances and furniture are often bought on hire purchase. So that's what you must know. And also the buyer signs an agreement with the seller to pay a specified amount per month. Because sometimes you want to buy something that costs 40,000, but you don't have 40,000 at the moment. So what you can do is that you pay a deposit of a certain amount, then the remaining amount is paid on a monthly basis with an interest in it, and that interest is what we call a simple interest. So now when you're saying hire purchase, it means that if you don't finish paying the whatever, whether it's a furniture or gadgets, if you don't finish paying, they can be repossessed. Okay, so because you are hiring to purchase. Now, the interest paid is on hire purchase, is simple interest and is calculated on a full value of the loan over the repayment period. Now, normally, a deposit is paid initially and the balance is paid over a short period of time. So here we are dealing with something less than 6 years, not 10 years, 20 years when you're dealing with with the hire purchase. Now let's look at what we're going to be looking at today. We're going to look at calculating the accumulated, like the amount of the loan. So we'll be looking at A, the total cost of the loan. So this is our total cost. So you'll be paying monthly, monthly towards what you call the whatever you have bought, like gadgets and furniture. That's accumulated amount is the total cost. Then here is the initial cost. So that's what the initial cost of the loan, of the initial loan. So here is the month that you actually borrow. Okay, here is the month that you actually borrow. So here is borrowed money. So because remember, you are going to borrow money, and when you return that money, that's accumulated an amount. Okay, then here is our interest. This is our interest rate. Okay, so this is the interest rate in what? In percentage. Then here is time period. So here is a time period. And what is our time period measured in? It's always in years. It's always in years. So remember here to convert. So if ever you are given this and maybe it's half a year or a quarter of the year, you must know that what must you do. So like if it's half a year, you know that it's going to be 1/2. That's your N. Let's look into questions here. Now, David buys a computer which costs 17,000. So we know that the computer is costing 17,000. He takes out a 36 months hire purchase agreement. So that's the time, period. He pays a deposit of 10%, and the interest charged on the balance is 14% per annum simple interest. What will his monthly repayments be, and also what will he actually pay for the laptop? So here, what we are going to do here is that amount that we are going, the cost of the computer is 17,000, and is paying a deposit of 10%. So we're going to say, okay, what is the deposit here? So deposit is equals to what? 10/100 times, which is 10% times 17,000. Now we come to our calculator. okay, times 17,000, okay? You see 1,700. So here it's 1,000. So 1,700. Now, so it means that the balance now, how much now is left? Because he paid that amount, 1,700 from 17,000. So it's going to be your 17,000 minus 1,700. Now, what are we going to do here? We have got 1,700, 17,000, sorry, minus 1,700. Then what do we get there? We get 15,300. 15,300. So here is the money that we're going to deal with as P. So here is going to be our what we call principal amount now, because that's the amount that you're going to borrow from the bank. Now, here we are having interest. The interest I is equals to 14%, which is 14 over 100. Then we have also the time, which is our N, should be equals to 36. No, so we say 36 divided by 12 because it's 12 months per year. So what do we get there? We get 3. So here is going to be, what is it going to be? 3 years. So it's N is 3. So let me just put N is equal to 3. Then now we want to calculate what will his monthly payments be. Now, how would we get that? We must first calculate accumulated amount, because remember, you're going to pay back this amount on a monthly basis. So we must know how much will it be in total. So how much will it be in total? That's what we need to get first. So our principal amount is 15,300. Then we have our interest is 14 over 100 times 3. Then we can punch that in our calculator and see what we get. So we can just say times. Let me just start from afresh here. 15,300. We put our bracket. You punch as you see as you write, the way you write it. You don't have to complicate things here. So we're saying times 3. Just punch as it is. Then you get your answer. So it's gonna be 21,726. So it's 21,726. So this is the total amount. And what we're going to do now, we want to get the monthly payments. So we're going to say, okay, monthly payments is going to be equals to whatever amount that we get, the total amount that we get, which is 726, divided by 36, because it's over 36 months. So we're going to say divided by 36. So we divide this answer here by 36. Because we want monthly payments. So it's going to be 603,50. So it's 603. That's the amount that you'll be paying on a monthly basis. So that's the amount that will be paid in the monthly basis. Now, they want also to know what will he actually pay for the laptop. Now, how much is going to be paid now for the laptop? So we're going to say, okay, you paid a deposit of 1,700. Then you paid also 21,726. So here, total cost. Now, here we have got number, this is number A, solution. So here, total cost now, we are going to say your total cost is going to be what? It's going to be the one that you have accumulated amount plus your deposit. So you're going to add that deposit for you. You're going to add the deposit, then it's going to be 21,726 plus your deposit is 1,700. Then you get your total, okay? So here, what are you going to have? So it's going to be having 1,700 plus 21,726. So we get 23,426. So it's 23,426. So here is the total amount that should be paid. And remember here, you must not forget to put the units for money, because this is money. You must put the unit of rent. Okay, now let's look at this and see what we're having here. Patricia wants to buy a furniture suit for 38,000. She decides to take a hire purchase loan involving equal monthly payments over 5 years. The deposit is 20% and the simple interest rate charged per annum is 15%. Calculate how much must be paid each month. So we just do as we have done here. So here is what we're supposed to do here. So you must first find what? What is it? The accumulated amount here. So you've got this, and you also have that. Then the amount of interest paid. Now, if we are to calculate, I'm going to calculate this one here, amount of interest paid here. So I'm going to add here on this question here. On this question here. So it's going to be A extended. Interest paid. Interest paid, you always have to say, what is that we have here? We've got A, which is the total amount that we have here, minus P, because the P is the principal amount that we have, and it's accumulated. And how it accumulated how much? Now we want to see here how we get the interest. It's going to be 21,726 minus, what is our P? Our P is 15,300. So here, so it's 21,726 minus 15,300. What do we get there? We get 6,426. So it's 6,426. So this is the interest that was paid. Interest that was paid. So you must always understand. So here I'm just doing this for you to understand how you should answer this type of question. Okay. Now the actual amount paid to the furniture suit. Now here is here is number 3 here. So it's something that we have already done here. So you must, so I'm doing this to give you, this is a hint. So it's actually, we are giving you a hint here. We're not doing the question for you. Okay. Let's look at the next question. Now, let's have the question C. Sean buys a smartphone on hire purchase, so HP hire purchase, which cost 11,699.90 cents. Here we have to pay 639 per month for 24 months. No deposit will be required. Calculate simple interest rate. Now, when they say rate here, listen here carefully. When they say interest paid and rate, interest rate, those are two things. Those are two different things. Okay, here we are dealing with a percentage here. We are dealing with what? With a percentage that we want. That's what we want. We are looking for I. So that's what you must look at. That's what you must know then. So now let's have our question here again. Now, what are we going to do for you to get this I? Remember, we have got what? We have got, let me just use this one here. We have got our formula already, which is A is equals to P1 plus IN. So here we're looking for interest, which is I. But where is our A, accumulated amount? How do we get that? We know that Sean is paying back this much per month. And it's for how long? For 24 months. So we can calculate the accumulated amount. How much now in total did Sean pay back? What do we do now? We're going to say A is equal to 639 times 24. So we're looking for the total amount that was paid by Sean. Remember, no deposit was required on this on the smartphone. So here times 24. What do we get there? We get 15,336. So it's 15,000. Is it 15? Sorry. Yeah, 15,336. That's what we have there. Now that we have that, what are we going to do now? We are going to say, okay, That's our calculated amount. We are looking for what? We are looking for I. So we're going to put our A now, 15,000 in the formula. 336, okay, is equals to our initial amount, which is the principal amount. So here what we actually have, our principal amount is 11,799,90. Okay. Then here we have got our time, which is our N, is equals to 24 divided by 12, which will get 2. So it's 2. Then also we are looking for the I. So I is the one in the question. Now here we're going to say, okay, P is what? 11,799,90 in bracket. What do we have there? 1 plus, what is our I? We don't have. What is our, so you can say 2I. Now, so we're going to divide both sides. We divide here. So it's going to be 15,336 divided by 11,799,9. Remember, we are removing this. We are removing the 700. Then when we are going to be left with 1 plus 2I. Now, here we can take the one that side now. We can take the one that side. Then what do we do there? We're going to say, okay, 15,000. So let me just check here what we have. If we had to punch that in our calculator, that one divided by 11,799,9. What do we get? Let's have a, no, let's deal it with like that. Okay, let's deal it with like that. Let's deal with it like that. So we're gonna write it as it is here, because we don't want to deal with commas here, because once we deal with the decimals, it's gonna, we are going to round off. Then when you round off before you reach the final answer, you will get a wrong answer. Okay, so it will actually be different from the actual answer. So now here we can now say, okay, let's write it as it is here. It's 15,336 over 11,799,9. Okay, then we have minus 1. What do we get there? We get 3929. So it's 3929 over, I think it's 1311, 13,111, 13,111. Okay, so 13,101, 111. Now here is going to be equals to 2I. Now, how do we get rid of this? We divide both sides by 2. So we're dividing by 2. Here we divide by 2. So we're going to say whatever we get here divided by 2. Then we see what we get there. We're going to get what you call 14. So our I is equals to 0, I is equals to 0,14. So let's see here, 9836, 9836. So which is what? We are putting it as a percentage, you multiply it by 100. So multiply it by 100. What are we going to get? 14,98%. That's what we will get there. So here, let's look at this number, what we call the second question here, question D. A tablet with Wi-Fi cost 10,579. Mark buys a tablet on hire purchase and agrees to pay a deposit of 1,500 and 36 months monthly payments of 350. Calculate the total simple interest paid and the simple interest rate of the simple interest. So here we're looking at the percentage, here we're looking at the what? We're looking at the amount of the interest. Okay. Now on this one here, I'm gonna give you a hint again. We need to calculate our A. So here for a hint, let me just use a different color here for a hint. Let me just use what? Red. Now this one is a hint. Now what you need to get here is that get A. And A, you know how to get your A is gonna be 350 times what? Times what is the amount? What is the amount there? 350 times 36. Okay. Then for P, principal amount, the one that you're going to borrow, from the bank, is gonna be P is gonna be equals to your 10,579 minus 1,500. Okay, that's what you're going to deal with there. So you've got your A now, you've got your P now. That's all what you need there. So once you have that, you can now go back. You can now go back and refer to what we have done on this question. Okay, so you have to know that your A first, you must take the total amount. Then you must have what? So, and also your N here should be equals to 36 divided by 12, which is going to give us 3. So your N is 3 years there. So it's 3, you are dealing with 3 there. What else do you need there okay, now, if you are to ask here amount of interest that was paid. So here, interest paid. So if I am to just, okay, interest paid, we are saying on C extended. So we're going to interest paid will be equals to what? Will be equals to your A minus P. So in this case, what is our A? Our A should be equals to what? It's 15,336 minus, what is our P? Our principal is 11,799.90 cents. Now, what do we get there? So here we're going to have 15,336 minus 11,799.9. We get 3,536. 3,536.1. That will be our interest paid there. Okay, so you must use the same way, do the same way to get to under D. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Now, on our next question, we are supposed to calculate interest and your I. Okay, a hire purchase contract for a sound system requires James to pay a deposit of 2,000 and to then make 6 monthly payments, 6 monthly payments of 3,375. Here is the trick here. So 6 monthly payments, that means that is 6 months. And when you are dealing with N now, you must know that, oh, my N should be 6/12. Now let's look at it now. If the price of the sound system is 20,000, calculate the total simple interest paid and the rate of of simple interest. So here we're dealing with the percentage rate. We deal with percentage. Now, interest paid, we know what to do now. Here we know what to do. It's A minus P. Okay, I'm doing this repeatedly so that it sticks here. Okay, now let's get back to the question. We need to get our A, and we know that what are we going to do to get our A? We know that our A is going to be equals to, remember, sorry, before we get there, let's get our principal here. Principal amount that we're going to deal with. So we say 20,000, the cost of the what? The cost of the sound system minus the deposit. What is the deposit? Is 22,000. So if you get that, you get if you calculate that, you get 18,000. Okay, so it's 20 minus 2 is 18,000. That is the principal amount that we are starting with. Okay, what is the accumulated amount? We can get that, isn't it? Accumulated amount is going to be equals to 3,375 times 6 monthly repayments times 6. What do we get? We're gonna say 3,075 times 6. We get 20,250. So it's gonna be 20,250 rand. Now, that's our accumulated amount. Now, they want interest paid. First thing, interest paid. Interest paid, remember, A minus P is equals to what? Is equals to 20,250 minus 18,000. $20,250 minus 18. We had it already. So what do we get? 2,250. So we get 2,250 rand. So there is the interest that was paid. Now we are looking at the rate now. Rate, we know what we do. A is equals to P1 plus IN. And what are we looking for here? We are looking for I. Okay. Now, so we're looking for I. Okay. Now, let's look at it now. What are we going to write here on the first one? A is 20,250 is equals to P 18,000. 1 plus our IN. What is our I? We are looking for it. What is our N? Now, listen here. Remember our N. How do we get our N here? N is equals to what? 6 divided by, remember you divide the months divided by 12 to get the years, okay? Whatever month that you're given, you divide it by 12. Whatever figure that you are given, you divide it by 12. So if you get there, you get 1 over 2, which we can put it as 0.5, okay? Now, so we have our N now, which is 0.5. So we have 0.5 I. So here we're going to do what? We're going to divide here 20,250 divided by 18,000 minus 1, because remember the one that we are going to deal with here. Let me just take you step by step here, plus 0.5 I. Then we take that one that side. So we're going to take the one that side. So we're going to be left with what? We're going to be left with, let's just see here if we can get a simplified fraction here. 20,250 divided by, let me just use this one here, 18,000. What do we get? 9 over 8, okay? So we're going to say 9 over 8 minus 1 is equals to 0.5 I. Now, what do we do now? We're going to get that. Let me see what we get here. Minus 1. So when we subtract 1, we get 1 over 8. Now, 1 over 8 is equals to, so we do, okay, we don't want to put it like that. 1 over 8 divided by 0.5 is equals to 0.5 I divided by 0.5. We are dividing by 0.5 both sides so that we can cancel here. Then here we're going to divide this one by 0.5, divide by 0.5. What do we get? We get 1/4, which is, what is it? Which is 0.25. So here our I is equals to 0.25. And our 0.25 is what? It's times 100. It's going to be 25%. So here is another thing again. When it's a decimal, you get, it's not a percentage. So when you want to put it as a percentage, you can't say 0.25%. No. You multiply this by 100 so that you can get what? You can get the percentage that you want. You can put the percentage, this percentage, okay? So just for you to understand, I'm just calculating this so that you might know that you divide, multiply by 100 to get the percentage. Then you can now write your percentage, okay? So here's the final answer. Now, let's look at the second question that we have here on the board. So I'm going to give you a hint again. Belinda buys a flat screen plasma television costing 20,000 on hire purchase. She traded in an old television. Listen here. Trading in an old television. They are bringing confusion on you now. For 3,000. and paid a deposit of 2,000. So don't worry about whatever she traded in with. Don't stress about this figure here. Just to trick you. But what matters is the deposit. So what matters here is the deposit that is being paid here. Deposit that is being paid of 2,000. The balance was paid by means of monthly, monthly payments, installments of 9,000 over 2 years. Now, here they are tricking you again. Hint. They are tricking you again. They are bringing in years now. You have been dealing with months. So how do you get the A now? You know that your A, remember, it's monthly. Here it's monthly over 2 years. So we have month and the years. So what do you do now first? You must convert your years to what is it? To months. So it's going to be 2 times 12. You get 24 months. Now, total now, the amount that was paid, which is our A, how do you get it? You say 900 times what? Times 24 months. So here is the thing. Some of you use the 2. So say 900 times 2. You're forgetting that it's monthly payments. Now, what is our P? Principal amount. Remember how we get our principal amount? We calculate that, we subtract the deposit that was paid. So here the 3,000 that they are taking into consideration, you don't even worry about it. Don't stress about it. I'm not going to give you the answer there. Okay. So, but here's the method you're going to use, and you can go on to calculate what do as we have done on the left side on question E. So here is what matters here. Let's move on to the next question. Now, Jerem wants to buy a motorbike. He can only afford to pay 3,000 per month. He can afford 3,000 per month. He wants to take out a hire purchase loan over 24 months. So here we've got 24 months now. At an interest rate of 12% per annum, simple interest. Calculate the price of computer that he can afford. Now they're looking for P. Because remember, you are going to pay 3,000 per month. Over how long? Over 24 months, which is 2 years. But here's the thing now. How much now, what can you afford? You are going to pay the 3,000 per month, yes. But now, what is it that you can take now? How do you know that? You need to know the price that can accumulate to that amount that you're paying over 24 months. So you need the present value now. So let's look at it and see. So we're having A. We're having it A. A, what do we do? 3,000, that is being paid per month. Let me use the white color here. So we have got 3,000, A, 3,000, that is being paid per month, times what? Times 12. Sorry. Times 24. What do we get there? 3,000 times 24. What do we get? 72,000. So it's 72,000. So here is the accumulated money that can be paid. In total, that is the total amount that what you call Jerem will pay. So now we want to know how much does Jerem have at the moment, can afford at the moment. What do we have here? We have got, what is it? P. We are looking for P here. P is in question. What is our N? Our N is 24 divided by 12, which will get 2. Then what is our I? Our I is 12 divided by 100, because it's 12%. Now we go on to calculate our value now. So it's going to be A, 72,000. Remember our formula. A is equals to P, 1 plus our IN. So in this case here, I think I've shown you in exercise 1 that P, we can divide both sides to be left with P here. We divide both sides by 1 plus IN. So P is equals to A over 1 plus IN. Now, what is our A? Is 72,000. What is our, we have got 1. What is our I? Is 12 over 100 times, what is our N? It's 2. Now, come to our calculator. We are dividing that 7,000. So we just put it again here. 72,000 over, put the bracket there. That's how you must punch it. The way you write it, that's the way you're supposed to punch it, okay, in the calculator, so that you don't bring confusion. Okay. Now here, what do we have here? We've got 58,064. 58,064, 51613. Now, here is the thing now. Here is the principal amount. So that the amount that what is it? Price that is the current price that what JLM can afford. Now here is gonna be equal to, we round to the 2 decimals places, 58,064, 52. That's our amount that can JLM what call have at the moment, or pay for. You understand? That's the price of the computer that he can afford, this amount. Okay. Now let's look at this and see if I can give you a hint here. That's the last question of the exercise. Ayanda wants to buy a new car and can afford to pay 4,899 per month. A car dealership offers a payment plan over 72 months at a simple interest rate of 10.5%. What is the price of the car she can afford? Here is it's very simple. You need to calculate your A first. So your A, we know what to do now. 4,899 times how many months? 72 months. Then here, what is our N? How do we get our N? We say 72 months divided by 12, which is 12 months per, what is it, per year. So we are looking for years. Remember, your N must always be in years. Then our I we are given is 10.5 over 100. Okay, so this is the end of our class today. I hope you guys understand, and also you use these hints to get the answers for what you call, for the question that I wasn't actually doing. So for the other side, you must also understand and carry on with that. Don't forget to leave your answers to decimal places. Don't forget to convert your years to months. Don't also forget to calculate how you get your accumulated amount that you're supposed to multiply monthly amount times the number of months. Okay. Thank you so much. Until next time.